Good morning, students. Before continuing with the reading of the chapter from where we have ended yesterday, let us once again go through till what we have read till yesterday, right? So, from the diary of Anne Frank was written by Anne Frank only. These are the certain kind of life about the life of Anne Frank, the diary about that she has mentioned about her in her diary. So, in the chapter from the diary of Anne Frank, the writer Anne Frank tells about her true companion, which is a diary. She writes everything about her life in her diary and considers it as her true friend. At the time of invasion of German over Holland, her family hid itself. At that time, she started to write her diary. She spent her most of the adolescence years hidden from the outside world, and her diary was the one which kept all the secrets. So Anne Frank was a 13-year-old girl who was gifted a diary by her father. So she decided to write the diary. She decided to write a diary which she considered as her best friend. And that too, the best friend in terms of when she was loneliness, when she was very lonely, and she named it Kitty. She began writing it in June 1942. In her first entry, she expressed her desire to confide everything to diary, as she hasn't been able to do so with anyone else. So she felt that the paper has more patience than people. Secondly, she also thought that nobody would be interested in her diary as she was a small girl. Towards the writings, towards the thoughts, towards the interest of a 13-year-old child, nobody will be interested in reading about her diary. So Anne called her father the most adorable person. He was 36 when he married her mother, who was just 25. She had an older sister, Margaret. She had about 30 people around her, but no one as a true friend. They lived in Frankfurt for some time, but as they were Jewish, they had to migrate to Holland for refuge. She was sent to Montessori nursery school. She stayed there until she was 6, and at the time of her farewell and her headmistress, they both had tears in their eyes. In the summer 1941, her grandmother fell ill. She had to be operated upon, but she died in January 1942. It gave Anne a shock that she did not write her diary in that period. But after that, she wrote again as she thought of her grandmother's love and affection. Then Anne was not good at maths, so she and her friends were always worried about it. But she was sure that she would go to the next class, she will be promoted. She always considered teachers to be the most unpredictable creatures on the earth. So she told her friends not to lose hope. So Anne was a good student and had a good relationship with all the teachers except the maths teacher, Mr. Keesing, who taught her maths. He was always annoyed by her talkative nature. He used to give her extra homework as punishment. He asked her to write an essay on a chatterbox. He also put a slip on her back to remind her about it, so that she should write upon the topic chatterbox. So Anne was unable to understand what she will write in that essay, what she is going to write in that essay about chatterbox. So she started writing, consider is as a necessity to talk. She wrote 3 pages for her satisfaction, and she defined it as a feature of a student, as a trait of a student, that students are talkative in nature, that is their trait only, and also mentioned that she had also inherited this talkative nature trait from her mother, who also used to talk a lot. So this was till what we have read till yesterday, right? So we will continue the reading. Coming up to page number 53. Mr. Keesing had a good laugh at my arguments when I proceeded to talk my way through the next lesson. So, when she proceeded to talk about her next lesson, she was talking about her own way, going through the same. Mr. Keesing had a big laugh on that. Then he assigned me a second essay, and again he gave him a second essay, another homework. Now, this time it was supposed to be an incorrigible chatterbox. Incorrigible means something that cannot be corrected, which is a bad quality. Earlier, he gave him as a topic a chatterbox. Now, this time, the second time, he gave her an essay which is on the topic an incorrigible chatterbox. Incorrigible means something that cannot be corrected, which you cannot correct it, right? And then I handed it in, and Mr. Keesing had nothing to complain about 2 whole lessons. However, during the third lesson, he finally had enough, and as punishment for talking in class, write an essay entitled Quack, 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 said Mistress Chatterbox. Now, what happened over here is Mr. Keesing read Anne's essay in front of the class and then he laughed at it. He gave her another essay as a punishment that was Incorrigible Chatterbox and Quack, 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 said Mistress Chatterbox. So these were the titles of the 2 essays that he has given to her, right? The class roared. The class again, they laughed out a lot. And then I had to laugh too and thought I nearly exhausted my ingenuity on the topic chatterboxes. So nobody is interested. I am exhausted in explaining the originality and about the topic chatterboxes. It was a time to come up with something else, something original. Now there is something else the teacher is expecting from me to write. My friend Sane, who is good at poetry, offered to help me write the essay from beginning to end in verse in the form of the poetry. So we should start writing like that. And I jumped for joy. I was very happy that my friend is also going to help me. Mr. Keesing was trying to play a joke on me with this ridiculous subject. So the teacher was trying to play joke with the child on this ridiculous subject, and subject was chatterboxes. But I'd make sure that the joke was him. But I was sure that now this joke will turn out to be a joke for him only. I finished my poem and it was beautiful. I feel like that whatever the poem that I have written about is very beautiful. Then it was about a mother duck and a father swan with 3 baby ducklings who were bitten to death by the father because they quacked too much. So just concentrate over here. They are talking about that the poem is about there is a mother duck and there is a father swan, and they are having their 3 baby ducklings who were bitten to death. They died all because the father, because they quacked too much. Luckily, Mr. Keesing took the joke the right way. And luckily, Mr. Keesing understood the way what she tried to explain through the poem. He read the poem to the class, adding his own comments and to several other classes as well. So he read this poem in the class, and then he read this about adding to his own comments, his own perspective, that what this child going to explain to teacher and what teacher wants the child to do, and then the same thing repeated in other classes as well. Since then I have been allowed to talk and haven't been assigned any extra homework as a punishment. So she was not till now, since then, after that, she is allowed to talk in the class, and she is not been assigned any of the extra homework. On the contrary, Mr. Keesing always making jokes these days, and now on contrary what is happening is Mr. Keating is the one who is making jokes in the class now. He's the one who is making the students laugh, students talk about the stuff. So that means that Anne wanted to write something interesting this time. So she got the help of her friend Saint, who was also good at poetry, and they just come up with the idea that they will write the essay in the form of a poetry, right? And it's about the three ducklings who do going dead because their father duck bit them as they quacked too much. And Mr. Keesing took the joke in the right way and didn't bother anymore and about that talking after that incident. She was not given any extra homework after that. Everybody got the point? Now the questions coming page number 54. Before the textbook exercises, we have certain oral comprehension check question. So let's go through the same. Question is, why was Mr. Keesing annoyed with Annie? Let me share. Yes. So why was Mr. Keesing annoyed with Anne, and what did he ask her to do? Mr. Keesing, Anne's maths professor, was annoyed with her because she would not stop talking during his lectures. As a result of which he gave her assignments as punishment. She was while he was delivering lecture in the class, she was continuously talking and talking. Next question is, how did Anne justify her being a chatterbox in her essay? How did she justify? Anne explained that she got this habit of speaking too much from her mother, mentioning that it was inherited and also it's a trait of a children, it's a trait of the students. Talking nature is a trait of students. Next question is, what made Mr. Keesing allow Annie to talk in the class? On being given the third assignment as punishment, and wrote a satirical piece, a poem, which was quite promising. Thus, finally, the professor allowed her to talk. And finally, the professor allowed her to talk about.